Bondo back at you live. A little hawking with more action. Hope you guys are doing good. Still waiting on some parts for the Chrysler. But the nice thing about having way too much stuff is there's always something to do with something. So today, I don't feel like doing a whole lot, but I feel like doing a little. So, it'd make just about as much sense to mess with a little car. Okay, but this side, there's less done to this side than the other side. But I think I want to get a little bit more done on this side. Yeah. So basically, I think what I'm going to do is I used a red Scotch-Brite and knocked off most of the rust, the surface rust that was there. Get a piece of sandpaper and I'm going to scuff it a little bit, and I think we're gonna throw some filler on it. And to do that, I see the way this hood is fitting. I'll probably have room. I'm gonna have to trim this up a little bit and put some edging on it or something like that. It's the way when I get this thing painted, that it won't be beating the paint off of it whenever I want to shut the hood. Yeah, check this little girl out. These little pieces here. This is off a 95 Cadillac. Here's one of the sides. Well, yeah, there. I like that trim piece. So I cut it off. I caught it off those panels. Still have to yet to make the one the other side. And this is a side skirt off a 85 Z28. This is the piece that goes on the door. Here is a Eclipse spoiler. I'm not sure what year it is. I sectioned a little bit in the center. Now I'm just wrapped it up. The wheels are 14 or 15-inch wheels. The car was born with 12-inch wheels and a top speed of, I think, 50 mile an hour. So I'm hoping with the 15-inch wheels, and then the Timu intercooled turbocharger I'm going to stick on the thing. Hopefully that'll make this car has 26.5 horsepower. Get this scoop off so you can check it out. In an earlier episode, I added this L88 hood scoop. The hood, you can see the hood seam is only that long, and the scoop is a lot longer than that. So I drilled some holes in the hood, and these are Zeus screws. I need to redo a few of these holes. So you see I have it marked with a marker, the ones that don't work. Basically, because I have to take the hood off, the scoop off, so that I can open the hood so you can see this glorious engine. I got these fasteners from Speedway Motors. You know, these guys are supposed to be good, but I tell you, these things are trash. They could easily be a lot better than what they are. But the way they work, you're supposed to just be able to turn them out. Race car drivers use them. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to just turn them out. But maybe that's because I don't have them drilled exactly right and there's some kind of pressure. We'll go over here and we'll get this one loose. You know, I want to get these things to where they're all working good so the thing goes on and off. Yeah, the very first time I put one of these on, one of the springs died. So I'm not very happy with that whatsoever. And you hear my little dogs. Quarter turn screws. I am not impressed. But I suppose they're designed to be on a flat surface, and maybe by me having them that's funny. Yeah, and one of them just popped out and fell on the ground. Well, shit, I'll get this thing off here and get back with you. You don't need to go through this misery with me. Alright guys, it took me another 15 minutes to get, there was 3 of them that were stuck. I think basically what it is, I drilled the holes, I drilled them flat, and I made the holes, I made them flat. I did not take into account the curvature of the metal. So, and these holes need to be bigger, but since I've already a Zeus screw that has a little riveted piece that, well, it looks like that side's not even hooked on, so I'll be fixing him, probably taking this back out. But right now, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one back off. We'll get in here, show you this little engine. This is basically, I do this die grind and stuff, and I bought these brand new from Speedway, and the very first time I put it in there, here it broke. So I'm gonna have to replace that. I'll probably get a few new ones, because I want to keep going through this trial and error until I get it fitting right. I don't think I'm too far off. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this die grinder, I'm going to wallow out these holes. Yeah, and you guys, you don't have to listen to that. What I can do for you is I'll give you a song without me talking. How about that? All right, guys, you ready? I'm going to make some noise. I got my headphones. This is loud. You're doing in, since it's a hollow chamber in there, you know, it'll do that, it'll ring and stuff like that, and it's just no good. Get in here, show you this monster engine. Get the hood open. So go back and forwards. I don't know. There we are. I'll get a little prop rod here. Oh yeah. In one of my attempts to get the hood open, I tried to gently get underneath of it, but you can see right there that little dent. That's going to be a little more body work we get to do. It's a 6-volt system. I don't plan to change it. Got a teeny tiny little radiator. I have not tried to get this car running really. I'll get you off here so you can check it out. Look at that tiny little thing. 26.5 horsepower. And here's the intercooler for it. This gimbal is not the easiest thing. There we go. Intercooler. It's going to sit down here in the front. In behind that, hopefully there's space. If not, I can see these fenders come in there pretty close, and that's wider. So we'll modify the fenders, because I want what I want, and sometimes in life you can do whatever you want, right? Well, anyways, that's what I'm going to do. You can watch me grind some holes. I want to get a little time-lapse photography. And again, if you haven't yet, subscribe. You know, and even more to help. This is original music coming to you from around the world. And I'm going to try to do cool content. I'm going to try to have cool cars. I'm going to try to do what I can for you, for your enjoyment. So, you know, if you got a social Facebook page, anything like that, my name's Brian Bond. I'm from Little Hocking, Ohio. You know, hit me up. Whatever. If you're a musician, you have original music. Comment on one of my YouTube videos that you have that, and you know, or find me on Facebook, and I'll see if I get you on there. Well, I'm sure I can get you on there. I'll try to get everybody in rotation. We can, you know, help one another. Anyways, time-elapse action. Here it comes.
Ah, yes, there you are. I thought I lost you for a second there. There's a big pile of refrigerators over there. Oh, and don't forget your sunscreen. I heard it'll be brutal today.
Welcome back. I noticed why I was using that tool. Hey man, I tell you, this little bit worked better than the other one. But for some reason it just wanted to walk and catch, and it fought me. It's just a little bit jagged. So I'm gonna put another fancy old pop rivet in here. And this one it didn't take the first time. And I suppose we should look in the, we'll get in here and look and see if this is a long enough line. The hole's almost too small. Man, I tell you, if it's not one thing, it's five. Oh, and I thought I brought down the drill. Was the drill bit? Oh, we have our die grinder. Can we make a hole with a die grinder? Oh, there's a drill bit. Looks like it's too small, but maybe we can make it open the hole up a little bit. There we go. I'll make sure we got our bracket up on here in the right place. I'm gonna get the next size longer one. Because the stuff's got to be long enough to get on the other side and grab. I don't know really anything about pop rivets. These are just the ones that I got at auction, and these are the ones that I'm using. This is considerably longer. I suppose that means it's for thicker material. I don't know. I think that'd be too long. We'll just see if this one works. Just pop ribbon going here. Hope you guys are having a good day. I don't know what I hope to get out of this channel. It's getting me out here working on my cars, I guess. I like sharing the music. I used to enjoy doing music. I love to perform and sing. So this kind of, I guess, this is kind of performance art of a sort. Take that time. Alright guys, we got it. Alright, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna make more noise. I have a flapper wheel. Oh, this is a grinding disc. So that's for other stuff. But I got me a well-worn flapper disc. Yeah, I'm just smoothing. I may go grab a new one. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how this one does. I kind of like when you're doing this just normal sanding stuff. It's kind of nice to have, you know, not as much grit, so you're not really tearing stuff up. Just giving, you know, just removing a little bit of material. This is my fancy high-tech thing, so I can plug more than one thing in. It's kind of loud. So yeah, I'm gonna play you another song because original musicians from around the world are providing it to you through me. Like, share, subscribe.
Showman Joe. These are just their nicknames, their real names that we do not know. They both think they are special, they love to flaunt themselves. So both of these plucky lads didn't get on very well. Now there's a girl that they both like, Lucifer's her name. She got this name because she's always playing nasty games. This was just a turn on for both of these boys, and Lucifer is going to use them as her little toys. Both of them are trying to get her into their car, so she stopped at both of them and said it's gone too far. Both of you have lovely cars, but I would like to see the one that goes the fastest, and the winner can have me. I won't take no for an answer, so you will take on this race. And if you won't agree to this, you can get out of my face. They both agreed to this, but they didn't even shake. Bestie said, "I'll win you, bake, 'cause showman's just a fake." Joe just laughed out loud and he said, "You've got no chance. That pile of scrap you call a car is from 1980s France." Jumped into their cars, revving them up for the off. Lucifer tore her top off and threw it like a cloth. Pedals to the metals, left burning rubber on the ground. The race course set by Lucifer was just outside of town. Speeding through the first lap, shouting as they passed, "I'm gonna win this race for you and then I'll have your ass." Both of you have lovely cars, but I would like to see the one that goes the fastest, and the winner can have me. I won't take no for an answer, so you will take on this race. And if you won't agree to this, you can get out of my face. Both of you have lovely cars, but I would like to see the one that goes the fastest, and the winner can have me. I won't take no for an answer, so you will take on this race. And if you won't agree to this, you can get out of my face. Shouting at each other as they're manically driving, not noticing that both cars were overheating. Bestie's car caught fire, Joe's wheels shot off, both lost control and crashed. When they regained consciousness with nauseating heads, they are next to each other in 2 hospital beds. 3 broken ribs, 11 crushed ribs, 50% burns, and they're wearing plastic bibs. Then they both looked over and spotted Lucifer. Both of their hearts went into a frenzied flutter.
cut yourself some slack. The rest of the world, they're all oblivious. They don't know your mode or your work's ubiquitous. You shoot from job to job, so fast it ain't funny. If only you had a man, or time to spend your money. But your work's never done, but your name's all around, projected on screens in every shithole town. There ain't no rest for Mo Henry. 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 Juicy yanks your chain. He says, woman, I need you to cut this all again. Producer grinds you down, and you think, man, I'd have more fun designing that fucking sound. How proud would mama be if she could see you now, sitting in that cellar with sweat on your brow? Does anybody know what keeps you from the sun? Well, poor old Mo Henry, your work ain't never done. There ain't no rest for Mo Henry. 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 In Hollywood, she's watching a movie and it's no fucking good, but all of the idiots, they laugh long and loud. And Mr. Producer,
All right, guys, my brain works the way my brain works. So I got those cut out there. But I need to get this in there. I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but I suppose, I want it to. But I want it to be the grill. We'll probably put something back in front of it, find some kind of nice material, whatever, to help reinforce this. But I want this mouth to shine, and this being just we're adding this to our cooling system, we're pretty much doubling the cooling in our cooling system. This old brass radiator, man. I hope I can clean this thing up and make it shine. Because it's just a little pile. It's just a turd. But we're gonna make it we're gonna make it something cool, right? And we got some trailer wiring in here. You like that? So somebody's been in here. They've added a fuse. Oh, there's our fuse. Oh, it's coming off the coil. Ooh, I see the wire down here to our starter. There is no covering on that. So we'll be attending to that. I know the starter works on it. I have rolled this thing over and had gas in it. I sprayed a little bit of starting fluid down in the carburetor and immediately burped, and it lurched forward. So I think it will run. I hope now that we have this out, we can find our, there it is. We found the die grinder bit. Anyways, what I think that I'm going to do, I'm going to take a cutting wheel and I think probably somewhere right about here, I'm gonna cut it off. That way I can open up a door and we can slide this thing in here and see where it fits. Oh yeah, there's the crowbar. Get that out of there. This is still the 6-volt system. It's still just a generator. But at this point, you know, I'm going to change as little as possible. Because, you know, why wouldn't I? We're just going to have a little bit of fun with it. That's what some cars are. Just everything should be for fun. At least junk like this. This is here's okay. Well, you know, here's one of these in case you want to add something there. Oh, looks like here it hooks up to the choke. Man, this thing is so simple. Yes, very cool. Anyways, you guys enjoy this next tune. I made a horrible mistake. There was no reason for me to cut this. I could have taken the intercooler from the bottom and stuck it up through. So now I got to get this close enough to a welder. The only welder I have is 220, and that's either up there or down there. So yeah, we're not doing that right now. I'm trying to clean stuff up. So what I think I'm going to do, I think this is the inside of the hatch of an interior of a Mitsubishi Endeavor. So we're gonna make us a high-tech air dam. I'm gonna cut the ends off of this. I'm gonna try to get it to where it'll turn and fit in behind the bumper. Yeah, one's curved and one's not curved, so I don't know how that'll work out. That might actually be better. Anyways, either way, I'm gonna chop the ends off of it. Do a high-tech measuring device. I'll see if I can find a marker. I have one in my pocket. Mitsubishi was nice enough. Let me see. I want to find our center, which is probably this. So we'll put it here at the center. Oh, yeah, black on black. That ain't gonna work, right? So we're just gonna. Yeah. We'll stay as large as we can, right? Because you can't make stuff any bigger, but you can always make it shorter. Put a nice big angle on them. And I'm gonna make them bigger as I think about it. It shouldn't take too awful long, so we'll just go for, you can go for the ride with me. I'll make sure we're recording. Yeah, you guys are here, aren't you? How you doing? I'm doing fine. Now let's see what we have now. I think the locusts like the way that stuff sounds. I don't know which direction I'm going to put this in here. As good as whichever direction it wants to go. Yeah, that's not it. Now, man, it seems to. What goes along with the flow of the body? Because ultimately, that's where we need it to go. I'm going to fool around with this a little bit, cut on it and whatnot, and be back to you. Alright guys, until I find my heat gun, I want to change the shape of this a little bit, see if I can get it fitting a little bit better. So I guess that's where we're at with this video. It's getting dark outside. The sun's going down. Gotta go in and get something to eat. Nice day out here. I appreciate you guys taking the time and hanging out with me. We'll probably do a little bit more of this tomorrow. I'm going to pick up and go in and have some dinner, spend some time with the wife. You guys hug somebody, give somebody some love, tell somebody hello, be a little better person tomorrow than you were today. Thanks for tuning in. Bonsai 66. Find these musicians' pages. Check their music out. I don't know how good this video is. I don't know how good any of the videos ever going to be. But, I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Showing you what I'm doing. Anyway, Bonsai out. You guys have a good night.
You can just leave. I don't fucking need you. You can just leave.